Hey everybody, welcome to the weekend. We're counting down to Friday. It's Thursday. Welcome to another episode of The Blind Guy,
His wife,
Their Life
live.
We get together with you, our viewing family, every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11:15 Eastern Standard Time.
That's 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Corey.
11:15 a.m. Eastern.
You didn't say
Standard.
a.m.
Okay.
It could have been p.m. It could have been any time of day.
Right. You got me on that. I tried to get it in so fast I messed it up.
Boom.
At 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we introduce you to fabulous people in our personal and professional network that we have met along the way as we shift the narrative of normal, changing thoughts from being disabled to differently able. On this channel, we share with you entertainment, people who have found their passions and turned them into professions and profits, and we talk about health and wellness in a half hour or so of a fun-filled day. So we're glad that you are here. Remember, this broadcast is member-supported by viewers like you. What does that mean, LaQuita Marie?
Well, viewers like you guys, that means that if you look right there at the bottom of the screen, we have scrolling blindguyhiswife.com. That's where you can go to support this broadcast. That means when you type that in, I'll drop it into the chat. When you drop, it's also in the show description as well. So if you look in the description box, it's there. You will get to this site where scroll, look at all of this, support, buy me a coffee, support the production, click the green coffee cup. That's what all of these people down here have done. And so when you do that, hey, you can check 1 coffee, 3 coffees, 5 coffees, as many coffees as you like. I think yesterday I put in so many coffees, there's already a number there. So today I'm just going to put in 27 coffees. If I were to buy myself that, I would be supporting this stream. I'd actually be supporting the 501c3 nonprofit for Atumpan Edutainment, because that's where all of the proceeds go. Of course, you can scroll around and see what else is happening on blindguyhiswife.com. That's where all the goodness is, guys. That's how you support this production.
You can also support this production by bum rushing the buttons. When we say bum rush the buttons, we mean to smash, blow up, obliterate the like button by giving us a thumbs up.
Hit the like button. And Corey, people all in the chat already saying it. But Lonta Queen up there talking about, hey, fam, hit that like button. You know what? We aren't even supposed to be at the comments yet, but hey, she's in there, so we might as well, go for it.
Turn on all notifications so that you know when we have new content coming out, and make sure you share this content with other people that can find it valuable.
Who's going to be on the show today?
Today, we're going to start our day with a word on the street from a budding superstar. She is none other than young Miss Carter Rose. So we're going to bring Rosie in to say hello really quickly.
Let's do it. Hey there, Rosie.
Hello.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, you got our word on the street for us today, and we can't wait to hear from you all about it.
Are you excited for it, Rosie?
Yes, I'm really excited.
But not as excited as you were about what happened to you today that caused somebody to give you some money.
Did you get it? Oh, wait, I was going to say, did you get a job? Okay, you said what happened?
The tooth fairy came last night because I lost my second tooth, and she gave me $1.25.
Whoa, the price of teeth have inflated.
Inflation. The tooth fairy is paying out a lot of money. I guess the tooth fairy got their stimulus checks, and that's when you get money.
I'm saving my money so that way I can buy something.
Okay, well, that's cool, and we're glad that you're being smart with your money. So we're going to put you backstage, and we can't wait to hear the word on the street from you later on.
We'll see you soon, okay?
Okay.
Speaking of money, we have a young entrepreneur in the house. He's a performer, he's a photographer and videographer.
He's everything.
And he also is working on his product line that he would like to launch. He's also interested in going into cybersecurity. He is none other than young entrepreneur David Hopkins.
Let's say good morning.
Good morning. How's it going?
Going great. How are you today?
I'm doing well.
So I hear that you are a performer, like, actor, dancer, acrobat, but you are also a photographer, videographer, all of those things.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
All right, so we can't wait to hear us talk to you and hear from some of the wonderful information you have.
Wait a minute, you look really. Wait, I know he's an entrepreneur, but he looks really young. Are we going to say your name, or are we keeping it a secret today, David? Oh, I mean, not his name, your age. You know what I meant, Corey. You know
Yes, I'm
what?
17, going on 18 in May.
17
going on 18.
Wow. Okay, so we are excited to hear from you. We'll talk to you soon, okay, David?
All right, talk to you soon.
Of course, we can't end the broadcast without one of Chef LaQuita Marie's plant-based treats. They get a sneak preview today.
Let's give them a sneak preview today. Yes, let's do it. I can't even talk.
All right.
All right, guys. Always getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables. So here's a sneak peek at our plant-based treat. Ooh, I got bars, Corey.
Okay.
Creamy stuffed potatoes. Bake the potatoes.
All right, creamy stuffed potatoes. Corey, let's say good morning. We got people in the chat talking about stuff. And so as you guys know, Corey can't see, his eyes don't work. So I will be reading the comments. Let's get started with it. Let's see hey, look who is first. For real, Corey.
David Hunt.
Boom.
David Hunt made it in first place. He's the first pony in today. So congratulations, you guys. If you're watching, check out David Hunt's channel with YouTube. He's an IT person, so he's into photography and other things that involve the video camera setup and especially when it comes to his YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. He does morning meditations where he plays music, he sings. You use his morning meditation music to help.
Yeah, it's I think he calls it morning piano or meditation piano, or it has different names depending on. Go to the channel, you'll find out. But it's good stuff, and he takes requests too.
And the best thing about David is that he was born.
I'm gonna just keep going. Let's move forward.
In Trinidad.
Let David sing.
Shots is all he had.
He is from Trinidad. I think he ate bust up shots. Anyways, Grand Rising fam.
Shalana, shine bright in the house.
Boom.
Thank you very much.
There.
You need to do some work, shine bright, because it is not shining bright at all. It's rainy, it's cold. Get on up and get outside and shine bright for us.
It's a little chilly. Corey went out to the store this morning, and while I was editing, him and the kids went out to the store, or at least one kid.
One
right?
child, yeah, the middle child, Christiana.
Yeah. So if you see Corey, people always see you in the street too. They're like, "Hey, I saw Corey walking."
Right.
We're gonna mess up your check. So here we go. Donnie goes in and says, "Peace, power, love, light, and unity to my A1 family." Hey there, Donnie goes in.
Donnie goes in. Donnie, former firefighter. Donnie goes into the fire. More fire. More fire.
Yes, the Netherlandese Portuguese brother. He got his African ancestry results today.
Netherlandese Portuguese brother.
It was tragic. Yeah, because he had done a whole bunch of other ancestry.coms like 23andMe, WeGene, and stuff, and they were coming back like different ethnicities, African included. I ain't gonna give it away. Y'all just go look at the video. Just go look at Donnie Goes In, his latest video. You'll see. Grand morning, all. Hey there, Philip Waldo Jr.
PWJ in the house. PWJ, you're in like 5th place today. That's not where you would fall. You're falling like the Cowboys.
Yeah, but he's shouting Donnie out, so at least he got a friend in here. He's also saying, "Shine bright." How you let David beat us? Thanks again, Valanta Queen, for reminding everybody to hit that like button. Our children are saying, "How Keela?" Wait, what? Halo, Keela, me too, them too. I don't know. Hello.
Halakalikimaka.
I don't think that's what it says. I don't. It's another language. They speak different languages, but they translate it. Hello, everyone. Woo, thank you. Goodness. Okay. Valanta Queen's chatting it up with everybody, and then we have David Hunt says, "That's how I am. That's how I am first. I turned on notifications." So for anybody wondering, turn on your notifications. That's how you can be first as well. So everybody's chatting it up. Philip Waldo Jr. saying, "Yep, today is your day, David." And then our kids are also saying "E cabo," and so Donnie's saying "Aloha." So I think "E cabo" is hello, and then Shine Bright is trying to tell on David, talking about Philip. He posted that last night. I tell you, the competition is fierce here. Philip Waldo Jr. saying, "Thanks for the clarity." Hey, see, Valanta know I got bars. I was rhyming, you know what I mean? Talking about a plant-based treat. David Hunt is saying Philip Waldo is saying David Hunt pre-recorded his show last night so he could camp out on Blind Guys just to be first. They doing too much. Let's get to the word on the street because the baby is in there waiting. I know she's ready to do her word on the street. And so how are we doing this, Corey?
We have, like I said, a budding young superstar. You've heard of, when it comes to soccer, one of the most things people think about when they think about an African or African American or African in the diaspora playing soccer, they think about Pele first. And they also might think of a young man named Freddie Adu from Ghana. Now, this young budding soccer star, ooh. This young
man, talking about babies.
The Cowboys was still on my mind. I was thinking about Philip, that's why I said sucker. But this budding young soccer star is a beautiful, cute young lady who's all ready to share with you our word on the street. So it's time for today's word on the street with Carter Rose.
I like women. Hello.
Hello again.
Hey, Carter Rose, we're glad you're back. What's today's word on the street?
Hexagon.
Hexagon. That's a pretty big word for such a cute little girl. What is a hexagon?
An hexagon is a shape, and it has 6 sides.
Okay, and what do you have today that has hexagon?
Yeah, because you even have a diagram. That's cool. What do you have today that has a hexagon on it?
This, my soccer ball.
Wow, so that's your soccer ball. People are already saying, welcome, Princess Rosie. They are excited to have you here. Bunny Feta Cakes and Coco say, hey, Rosie. And then Wade Staten Jr. is smiling. He loves your soccer ball. But Monta Queen is saying, hey, Princess Rosie. So they are loving it.
So your soccer ball has hexagons on it. How do you know that something is a hexagon? Can you have a diagram up there? You want to show them how to count it?
Yes, I'm going to show you how to count it.
All right.
So an hexagon is a shape that has 6 sides, and I'll show it to you by counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has 6 sides.
Wow, Carter Rose, that is excellent. And you actually play soccer. You have on your soccer uniform. What's the name of your team?
The name of my team?
Legacy.
Legacy. My team is Legacy
Soccer Club.
Soccer Club.
Legacy Soccer Club. Well, our kids are saying, Rosie, you are so adorable. Slay, queen, slay. that means you're doing a great job. You are laying it down. You're killing the game, as some people would say.
And speaking of killing the game, you killed the game last weekend. How many goals did you score?
2.
2 goals. All right. So now the soccer ball has different colors on it. And what a lot of people don't know, Rosie, about those hexagons, soccer ball used to be all brown. But when television came out way back in the 1950s, when people like Philip Waldo, Shine Bright, and LaQuita Marie, there was a brown ball.
Wait, TV just came out in the 1950s?
The 40s, 50s, late 40s, early 50s.
Well, Miss Karen would remember that. Youth Earn and Learn, Jobs for Kids. She says, good morning, fam.
And the ball was brown, and on a black and white TV, you couldn't see it that good. It would get lost. People watching couldn't see it. So they started changing the color of the ball to black and white. Had the hexagon pattern so that people could watch the ball on TV when it's being played on a black and white TV. So, Carl, you have done it.
Brown.
Right. Yeah, you couldn't see brown on black and white because it would turn black and it's hard.
Well, they couldn't see the ball. People weren't paying attention good. They couldn't see the ball moving because, the ball is rolling really quickly. They could see people. They could see trees because those things are brown. But they couldn't follow the soccer ball because how when you kick it, like when you made your goal, the soccer ball went so fast because of your strong kicks. So it would get lost on the TV and people couldn't follow it very well. So that's why they had to make those different colors and make it fancy like yours.
Well, Carter, thank you for joining us today for the word on the street. And we hope you have a good day. And don't lose any more teeth just yet, okay?
Okay.
All right.
We'll see you next time, Carter Rose.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, that was awesome.
She's so cute.
Yes. Corey, we have a fabulous guest today. I say we bring him in because, he's talented. Everybody was loving Carter Rose. She's talented as well. Of course, we had Karen from Youth Earn and Learn, but Karen Pino says, good morning, everyone. Sonia with a Y is saying, good day, all. And Philip Waldo Jr. is definitely messing up your chat to my Corey can see the ball. Well, that was back then when Corey could see. Corey has not been blind forever, all his life. He could see up until he was 19 when he got sick. So, hey, Philip Waldo Jr. is saying, thanks, Carter Rose. So let's get to our guest of the day.
Today's special guest.
Oh, wait, Corey, I forgot to tell you, they was talking trash back in the chat. I ain't even gonna mention it. They were talking. David Hunt was laughing because they were saying he pre-recorded it, and he talking about I'm just that good, flexing on the folks in the chat. Anyway, go ahead, Corey. Go ahead.
Today's young entrepreneur is a fabulous young man. He happens to be more acrobatic than any acrobat you made, any superhero, Spider-Man, Black Panther, the Falcon. He's more acrobatic than any of those superheroes. Okay. He's more talented than any Times Magazine photographer, any CNN videographer, and he has a product line that will rival Versace, Louis Vuitton, any of those guys. He is none other than today's special guest. It's time to introduce you to young entrepreneur, David Hopkins.
How's it going?
It's going great, David. The people are already welcoming you. Shine bright since she wasn't first place.
Thank you.
Be first to welcome. Welcome, David. And she's got the hand.
Right.
Yes. So, David, go ahead, Corey. You were going to say something.
Yeah, David, we've known you for quite some time. Since you were 11 years old. And we actually met you in the performing arts arena when you performed in a stage play production with us that I wrote and we both produced, LaQuita directed and choreographed.
Yeah, I was a master at that. Speaking of masters, Corey, Philip Aldo Jr. says, welcome, Master David. Because he's mastered in his young years. So I figured let me steal some master words for myself. We got friends over here saying, hi, David. And then we also have Captain Maine saying, that's my freaking boy, David.
So let's play the video clip showing young David in Path to Freedom, the stage play that we produced and I wrote and that you directed and choreographed and all the other stuff, and costume design and everything.
No, we got to add a few more accolades. That was an intense show. So anyways, the XDMC is up in the house.
XDMC finding out of traction after being away from Karen for 3 days. He got out of traction. So.
You know what? let me ask you this, David. We're saying that you're an acrobat, and so that's what we're about to show, some of your skills. But XDMC noticed this, and I noticed this also. He says, welcome, David. I see you got the gaming chair. So what game are you playing, bro? Are you a gamer?
Yes, I am. I actually have a PlayStation 4. Wasn't able to get the 5, unfortunately. But yeah. So
yeah, no problem.
Games on PlayStation.
Nice. So he's a gamer also, Corey. So again, Master David mastering a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and show just a short clip here from a show. And to set this up, did you want to set it up, David? Do you remember what part we're gonna show? Did you want to set this clip up so people know what they're gonna see you do?
So we were doing Path to Freedom, a play that they put on during Black History Month. In this scene, I'm getting ready to do a backflip. Little David, of course, but yeah. You'll see me also do one in a scene in a juke joint, so yeah.
Nice. All right. So this first one, I think everybody was like dancing around, just having a good time. And then David stole the show from the other guys because he was like, move out of the way. I got this. So let's see if it plays okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. We're playing with the, Corey. We got a circle spinning. We've set it up and everything. Let's do this. Let's also show this here because our kids are saying, me and my sisters play the Wii. We just dance. We play Just Dance, and Dad does Wii Sports. So that you know that's what's going on with the kids and the Wii. So I'm gonna reload that for us. And meanwhile, I think we've got to go ahead, Corey.
So your performance background started before you met us. What was the first production that you were in?
I was in A Raisin in the Sun at Norfolk State University.
Oh.
Okay, and that's under the direction of Dr. Stalkert with the Norfolk State University Theater. So how was that production for you?
It was very eye-opening. It was very great though, of course. I never knew that performers and actors went through so many rehearsals and put so much time and effort in. So when I was there, we'd have like those kind of almost all day rehearsals. I'd be like, wow, so this is what it's like working. But I love it.
Yes. Well, we also have Sonia with the Y chiming in saying, if you don't feel like someone, Corey will make you feel like you are receiving an Oscar with his introductions. I look forward to them every day.
Thank you, Sonia with the Y. Sonia with the Y, who can sing like the birds, who can sing better than some of the most recent pop stars. And I won't say any names so I don't get a lawsuit. But she should have like 16 Grammys in her closet right now. So she's a fabulous vocalist. So I'll keep working on my introductions for you, Sonia with the Y.
See, she just wanted a few accolades there. Well, David, while we reload the video for Path to Freedom, where you were doing the backflip, we also want to share just a little bit about your experience as an actor. You're saying you were, rehearsing all day and you found out like this is what it's like to work. So as far as working, were you actually paid for that first gig, or was that community theater?
It was community theater-ish, it was of course with the university, but yeah, I wasn't paid, but I of course got great experience from it.
Nice. And so what were you going to say, Corey? Because I'm going to pull this up.
All right.
But not right this second. It looks like it's doing something weird. So I don't know what I'm doing. Go ahead, Corey. This is live TV, y'all. You know how this goes.
Your skills as a performer, you were working in the performing arts, you were able to network with a lot of people. There's a lot of value.
Hold on, Corey. I'm sorry. The shade. Philip Waldo Jr. is always doing something. He says, Sonia with the Y, Corey attended several of my training seminars for host introductions.
1, 2, what come next? 4. No.
I know, right? Okay, so let's get back to, you know what? I think I can actually play this clip right now. So let's just try that. All right. All right. So let's get back to where we originally were and share the screen. You guys know that David is an acrobat, studied gymnastics for years. And at the age of 11, in this particular show, this is where he was showing up some of the other guy dancers. So guys out there in virtual land, hopefully you can see and hear this. So there's David taking the scene and drops into that split.
So David has both social, mental, and physical flexibility.
Boom.
I try.
Right.
The next thing we're going to show is when you come in, there's some we've shifted to the 1930s and 40s where some children come in and they bum rush a juke joint that they shouldn't be in, pretending to be 2 tap dance performers, Reed and Leonard Bryant.
Right. And so I don't know, you know me and my scrubbing process, it's difficult, Corey, for me to, get the precision there. I'm an artist, so I'll see what I can do, okay?
All right.
I'll pull that back in and we'll see where it is. Let's see if we got it at the right place. So this is where David comes, I think he does another back. There it is, right there. Their voices were so high back then. So they're pretending like, yeah, we're just jazz dancing. But then he goes into the backflip. And then they get chased out of the juke joint. So that is it, guys. That's all we give you right now. David, are you still practicing gymnastics? Are you still training and studying?
I'm not actually, but I still have it in me. No, I haven't practiced gymnastics in a while, but I'm actually looking at going back pretty soon.
Nice.
My schedule clears up, of course.
Right. Okay. You still got it.
But you have been involved you haven't been performing as much as you have, but you've still been involved in the performing arts through working with Mr. Michael Lamel in Point, Aim, and Shoot Studio. Let's talk about what you're doing with your photography work. We have several samples here that we can show of your photography work. What type of camera do you use, first of all?
Yeah, because this looks like a baby, is this a real picture? Tell us about the camera. Tell us about your equipment and tell us if this is a reenactment or if this is real life, because it looks like a toy.
So I use a Canon T7i. I have different lenses, of course, an 80 18 to 55 millimeter stock lens, and a 55 through 250 millimeter zoom lens. This was taken with a Sigma lens. I don't have the specifications on that with me as of right now, but this was actually taken when I was on a train trip going to California. I was in a train at the time, and we were going through some mountains, and I was able to take this picture and edit it a little bit to make it look more toyish.
Yeah, because it looks like a toy, and when we zoom in, it's like, oh, I think I even see a person in the back seat. So I guess.
Yeah.
How did you get interested in photography and videography?
And wait, before you answer that, I do want to ask the people, because you took this picture also. I'm going to pull this in so the people can see it. If anybody can tell us what kind of flower this is, while David tells us, because I was like, it's a daisy, it's a poppy, it's a dandelion. I don't know my flowers. Tell us how you got started, because David, Philip Waldo Jr. is saying that's a good thing to have a full schedule, so much so that you had to drop some things, pick up some things. How'd you get started with this?
So it was actually networking. I was at an event that my sister was working at the time. We were at City Center, and there was an event going on, and I was just kind of relaxing, and somebody noticed my parents. They were talking with my parents, and they recommended me to go to Point Aim and Shoot Studios. So yeah, it was a really cool opportunity.
And you've actually been able to use those skills to actually.
Hold on, Corey. People are saying it's a dandelion and a sunflower. That's what Philip Waldo Jr. I think he's just saying what I said.
Right.
but that's my brother, and I thought it was a dandelion and a sunflower too.
The only flower that LaQuita and Philip know is Pillsbury in the bag.
You know what? No, we also know King Arthur. Thank you, King Arthur flower. Anyways, go ahead, Corey. You were asking.
Yeah, so you've actually been able to take your skills that you learned at Point Aim and Shoot Studios to generate some revenue for yourself, some money for yourself. You've been hired to do photography for Archie and Pond for LaQuita and I when we had performances in Williamsburg.
You know what, Corey? Actually, the thumbnail for this particular video is where he was. It's a picture of David. He has his camera around his neck, and that's the gig that you're talking about. We were in Williamsburg at a museum there, and that was one that we paid him for. But here, you were hired to do a graduation shoot in Williamsburg, another Williamsburg gig. Tell us about this picture right here.
So this was at William and Mary. This lady goes to our church, and she's a friend of my, my sister and me, of course, sister and I. And yeah, and it was really cool. It was really cool. It was a very cold day, but
I was gonna ask if that's what you meant by really cool. Look, he says really cool. I'm like, did you mean cold? Because I see the bare trees. It looks like winter, but I can't tell.
Yeah.
What type of software are you using? Because you don't just do photography, you also do editing. What type of software are you using?
I use Adobe. I use Adobe Lightroom, and I recently picked up Adobe Photoshop. I also actually started working with Adobe Illustrator for a little video project that I was doing. But yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So you learned quite a bit while working at Point Aim and Shoot. And
you
turned that, as we sit back, you parlayed that into some business for yourself. You're actually I know you said you're going to college pretty soon, but you also have some aspirations, not only being in cybersecurity, but developing a product line using your photography. And you have some samples to show us, right?
Yes, here they are. Let me see. Make sure you guys can see that.
These are images, photos that you've taken, and then you've added them to gear. So like Rain, that photo of Rain that you've added to the sweatshirt is a photo that you yourself took and edited that photo. Oh, Newport News, nice. And there's the bridge, there's the sunset. That's on another sweatshirt. And then this is pretty cool. So when you are creating this product line, are you kind of using the same editing processes that you use for your photos? Like, for example, this photo here, I know you said this was during a rehearsal, and it turned out to be a really cool shot. It's like pitch black, and we just get the juxtaposition of the white and black with the hues of the person versus, you know, just nothing else. We don't really see anything else. And then, you know, you're doing different things here using natural lighting. So is it the same editing process for you when you're using gear, like when you're creating your product line and when you're editing photos?
Yes, it's the same editing process, more or less. But it's really, I just have to, you know, sometimes pay attention to the bordering of the picture to make sure that it'll, you know, stand out with the different colors that will be used on the gear. But of course, yeah, it's about the same editing process that I use.
Nice. So I guess I do have another question, because Philip Waldo Jr., of course, Corey, is throwing shade. He says, because David H. Corey is also a truant officer. He got all these questions coming through. But he also says, tell him all your time is spent after school or weekends. Just tell him that, David. Whatever. Say all your time after school. So I do want to pull in that other picture because I said it was a sunflower or a dandelion. Philip Waldo Jr. said the same. If anyone else, because I know you edited this picture and you said it was heavily edited. And when we were asking, you were like, I can't remember what kind of flower it is.
If I remember correctly, it is
either. You know, so hopefully
yeah.
Someone in the chat. You said it was what color?
A white flower. That's all I remember. I think I was like on the street or on a trail when I took that picture. I just saw a flower and I was like, why not? You know?
Right.
So how do you decide on what your subject matter is going to be when you shoot? Is it what?
Yeah, because I'm showing here some, like, obviously they kind of gave you the subject matter for these shows. You have here, like, there's people in the show. There's a lady with a microphone. Mm-hmm. Here's another show where it's obviously a show, a stage play, I'm thinking. And then here's the same show with a different cast. Yeah. So, you know, how do you choose whether you are going to shoot flowers or people, or, you know, tell us, like, what's your inspiration?
I would say it's networking, of course. You know, it comes from, you know, having people to ask, or having, you know, people to use you for gigs and for opportunities, of course. And when it comes to doing photography for stage plays, you know, you have to, of course, get the right angle, right lighting, all things of that nature. When it comes to, you know, doing just regular subjects or landscapes or nature, when you're doing photography of that sort, you know, you have a little more flexibility sometimes with the subject. But yeah.
So,
nice.
So for all you young entrepreneurs out there, networking is key. You have to get out there and be amongst people and actually be doing something where you have something to bring to the table so that people can recognize and learn about your skills. And then you could become a person like David that has a budding business starting at the age of 17.
Yeah. So David, tell us, we're going to segue into our final segment of the day, which is our plant-based treats. Let us know how many fruits or vegetables you've already eaten today, because the goal for the plant-based treats, the reason why we show that segment is just to get people eating more fruits and vegetables. So, question of the day.
How many
fruits or vegetables have you eaten so far today?
Does it count if it's like within the last 24 hours, or is of this
no. No, you can't go to yesterday. No, we are talking about today, you know, starting with breakfast. Right. I'm sure you probably have not eaten lunch yet because you're on.
Right. I actually think I've had one. I'm pretty sure the cereal that I eat has some coconut flakes in it. So I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good.
All right. So the goal is try to get those whole fruits and vegetables, because if you got to search and think really hard, they may or may not count, because that means they've been processed down, all that good stuff. So definitely we challenge you today. But hey, Philip Waldo Jr. is saying thanks for sharing your work, David. We appreciate it.
Thank you for allowing me an opportunity to share it. You know.
So David, leave us with the mantra or the mantra of the point, aim, and shoot.
It is in life and in the studio, take the shots you want.
In life and in the studio, take the shot you want. Take a shot at whatever it is you want in life.
Nice.
And then your studio work, take the shot that you want to tell the story, to change the narrative or to establish a narrative for the pictures that you're taking. So we want to thank David Hopkins for actually joining us today.
Thanks so much, David. We'll see you next time.
Hang out in the backstage for a moment. We're going to shift over because now, for the moment everybody's been waiting for, it's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Creamy stuffed potatoes. Bake the potatoes 450 degrees for 45 minutes.
We're making twice baked potatoes. I've chopped up a little bit of cabbage here. When cabbage is steamed, it lowers your cholesterol better. When it's fermented, you get a boost of probiotics. Also has a sulfur compound powerful in fighting cancer.
Chop 3 carrots.
Carrots are full of carotenoids, which lower your risk of prostate, colon, and lung cancer. They're also high in fiber to lower your blood pressure and cholesterol.
Chop 4 garlic cloves.
Garlic can reduce the development of osteoarthritis and lowers blood pressure, regulates diabetes, and reduce the hardening of the arteries. A little bit of water. All right, we're going to get some salt in there. We're going to add in some parsley. Parsley is full of vitamin K, which helps your body process calcium, which is great for your bones. Also flavonoids, which lower the risk of cancer, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and hardened arteries. I'm also going to add a little bit of our spicy umami blend. There's another cooking with green spice, pink Himalayan Creole. This is a favorite. I'm just going to add this tofu here. I chopped it, I marinated it in a vinaigrette that I made. Tofu is an excellent source of protein, and the American Cancer Society says that soy foods may lower the risk of cancer. Better than bouillon, just like a big teaspoonful. Add some paprika. Paprika is full of vitamin A, capsaicin, carotenoid antioxidants, which all help prevent inflammation, improve cholesterol, eye health, and blood sugar levels. Slice your potatoes in half.
Scoop out the middle, add to the pan.
Add just some coconut milk, yogurt.
Restuff the potatoes with all the goodness. Top with dairy-free cheese.
They were moist and delicious, and I ate about 4. And the cheese on top was a nice touch.
All right, guys, getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables, and the people are excited about David Hunt. Corey, Sonia with the Y is saying, great job. Our kids, blind guy, his wife, they're like, what did I say?
David Hunt.
David Hunt. Oh, what did I say? Sonia with the Y said, great work, David. I said David Hunt.
Yeah, you said that people are excited about David Hunt.
Oh, Lord, we got so many Davids in here. David Hunt, David Hopkins. Everybody has a David H here today. Our kids are saying, great job, David. And then Philip Waldo Jr. is saying, DCE, speaking again, Corey.
Okay, T.K.
Creek Elementary.
Look, I'm not the one to try to use juxtaposition earlier and then call them guess by the wrong names.
Man, let me tell you, I will mess up every time, so don't pay me any mind, guys. We hope you have enjoyed this episode. We hope you enjoyed David and Rosie with our word on the street, our videographer, photographer, acrobat. These all things. Guys, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you share it, hit the thumbs up button, let other people know that this information is here. That's what the thumbs up button does.
All right, we thank you for joining us on this episode of The Blind Guy.
His wife, thank you, Sonia with the Y. She says, yummy, yummy, yummy.
Their Life Live. Join us tomorrow at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with the Queen of Cuisine, Sharon Gainey, as she talks about turning her passion into profits as a caterer. So we're going to be talking to her tomorrow, and we want you to join us on that episode of The Blind Guy,
His Wife,
Their Life Live. And to end parting, we would normally say deuces, but in honor of PWJ, Philip Waldo Jr. and LaQuita Marie, 1, 2,
deuces.
deuces.